In this session, we are going to discuss comments and data types. A comment allows us to write notes in our program. A data type has a category for every value. For Python, we do not have to declare the data type. Let's start with comments. So far in our program, we have written Python code. We use comments to explain what our code should do and how we make our code work. A hashtag is an indicator that our program has a comment. There are three ways to write a comment: single line, multi-line, and doc string. The interpreter will ignore everything following the hashtag. This is a single line comment. We use single line comments to explain a code statement. A multi-line comment has multiple hashtags. Most of the times, we use multi-line comments to help our fellow programmers read the code and explain our code in more detail. The doc strings comments is different. We write the double quotes 6 times and a note after the third double quote. A doc string comment is used to describe a module, function, or object. It's common practice to start a Python program file with a few lines of comments to describe the purpose of the file. When it comes to the data types, Python has 3 common data types. They are integer, float, and string. Integer is also known as int. Float is also known as a floating point number. And the string can be written as str. An integer is a value with a whole number. Floats are numbers with a decimal point. Strings are a series of characters surrounded by double quotes. They are surrounded by quotes so Python understands where the string starts and where the string stops. Strings are written with double quotes inside double quotes or single quotes. Since Python is a dynamically typed language, we can bypass writing the data type. However, if we want to be explicit, we can write the variable and data type. For example, the normal way of writing a variable is age equals 34. That's the convention. This is an int data type, but we can add a colon after the age, then write int. Recall int data types are whole numbers, so it can be written as temp equals -3. Negative values are also whole numbers. How about a floating point number? Price colon float equals 56.78. The conventional syntax is number equals -12.34. A string is written as the same way, but only use 3 letters. For example, full underscore name colon str equals Rex Jones II. This is double quotes, and single quotes are written like Nick underscore name equals single quotes James Jones. It's true that a single quote, or it's true that a string is a series of characters. That means that it can be letters, numbers, and special characters. So we can also write a string like cost underscore of underscore product equal to, let's say, $74.99. This is also valid for a string, even though it includes numbers. Also, when it comes to a string, we can write blank string that's equal to quotes only. These are the three common data types: integers, floats, and the strings. However, we have more data types like Boolean types, sequence types, mapping type, set types, and binary types. Boolean is known as bool and only contains true and false values. For example, is male, colon, BOOL, true. The true and false values must begin with the capital letter. Let me show you how to print the data types. You know what? Let me do one more. Like, is displayed equals false. Just add one for true and false. And let me print some of these values to show you how it looks. For example, we have print temp, print, and I'm going to print the data type by writing type and the value inside the quotes. And I'm going to skip a line. Now let's try print, how about number? And print the data type for number by writing type, and inside the parentheses we write number. And I'm going to skip a line. Next, I'm going to write print, how about is displayed? Let's do that one. And I'm going to write print type is displayed. Not male, but write displayed. Skip a line, and how about one more for the string, and that will be print nickname, and the type for nickname should be string. Know what? Let's run. We see the console shows each value with their data type. -3 is an int. 12.34 is a float. False is a Boolean, and James Jones is a string. That's it for comments and data types. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next session.
All Part 1 ebooks and PDF documents are free. Programming books for UFT. Programming books for Java. Here's the Selenium Automation book. And TestNG. Subscribe to get notification of future videos. Don't forget to like, comment, and share.